Watkins and Foster are out indefinitely and will not play Wednesday. They're out. David is better, and his swelling has been controlled pretty well. It's painful, and I'm not taking a chance. I'm not taking a chance on that ankle being bad for his whole life, for his whole career. So we're going to let that thing tighten up. Watkins tried to get loose this morning, and I pulled him out. I didn't like the way he looked. I didn't like his body language, not in a negative way towards him, just didn't like the look on his face. I try to read my guys. He was not in a confident way moving. So I'm not taking any chances with him either. So those two guys are out. You know, I could mess around with that and say game time decision and this and that. It's not the truth. It's not the way I'm doing it. So they're out. We had a good practice. I like my group. Practiced very hard today. Had a great film session yesterday. We're learning, we're growing, and I feel in my heart we're getting better. I'm disappointed in the loss Saturday, but we're getting better. Any questions, I'll take them. I thought Carlin Brown was very good in the second half, driving the ball. I thought we drove the ball better. I thought we learned from Oklahoma that when we get somebody in a penalty, we got to drive that ball. I thought we did that for the most part. You know, we're a work in progress offensively, and we're going to keep working at it. Starting lineup will stay the same. Carlin Brown will continue to come off the bench. We'll start Jace DeVita. Like to groom him as a stopper, groom him in the same light maybe as Lawrence Bora. He gets the #1 assignment every night and grows from there. He's a young, developing player. I think he had his best practice of his life today. For whatever reason, he had his best practice he's had in a Utah uniform. So Washburn will start. Glover will play some inside four-man, and we'll just build it from there. Matt Reed obviously will play like he did last game, and we'll play the guys we have and expect them to play good basketball. It does. I mean, two of our best low post presence guys are gone because Watkins is pretty good down there too.
Yeah.
And obviously our offensive rebounding, you know, I was looking at some stuff this morning compared to last year, and, you know, we're up 25 offensive rebounds from last year. Now, we've missed more shots, but, you know, in reality, you know, we've only missed, if you look at the numbers, you know, we've missed about 4 more shots a game. So I'm worried about our offensive rebounding with those two guys out, two of our best offensive rebounders and two of our more competitive, tougher kids. So I talk about toughness a lot. I'm concerned about our toughness around the rim, at the rim, blocking shots, rebounding the ball. Guys got to pick it up. We got to pick up that slack. After those two losses, it's hard to say where you want to be. To think this team, this program last year was 6-5 at the same time, and we're 5-6, is kind of an interesting thing. I don't know how to measure that. I don't know if that's good, if it's bad. It's just an interesting stat to me. I think we've played a very competitive schedule so far. We've played good teams. We had 4 seniors last year that played with urgency. I finished the games with 4 seniors and Dircha, and that's kind of how we went. And are we ahead of where we were at last year? Are we behind? All I can tell you, Steve and everybody, I like this group of guys. I like this team. We haven't played as well offensively as we need to play. Last year, we had such a margin for error because offensively we were pretty good. We could throw it to Luke and he was going to score or get fouled. Sean Green was going to make a big 3. Kepke was going to make a big 3. The group last year won 7 games down at halftime because we had firepower and we were going to make a run. And if our offense wasn't very good the first half, it was usually pretty good the second half. We never stayed bad the whole game because of those veteran guys or whatever it was. So I just don't want to be a guy that sits up here and says, we're young, we can't win, or we're new, we're not going to win. Or, I'm not going to do that. And I don't believe in that. Or we're banged up, we're not going to win, or we have a hard. We're going to keep playing, we're going to keep grinding and getting better. Like I said, we're going to go 2-a-days here during Christmas, and we're going to get better. And a week ago, we beat Michigan. We lost to Oklahoma in overtime, and then we lose a home game. And Sometimes the clouds come out. There's no clouds over my house. I just want you to know that. And no clouds over my team. We have to get better. We have to get better. Yeah, I think that's a great point. I talked to my team about that today. We had a stretch in practice today where we missed some open good shots.
Yeah.
And I didn't like our body language after the shot. You know, oh, hey, get your butt back, play the D, you'll get another look at it. You know, you can't frown on, you can't body language it, you can't frown on a missed shot. If it's an open good look, we got to keep taking them. And they were the right guys taking them. It was kind of a run of Cyphers, Dircha, Henderson, right in a row. 3 missed open good looks. And we got to keep shooting those shots. They will fall. They will fall. But, you know, it's a sin to maybe miss that shot. It's a sin not to take it, too, if you're the right guy.
Yeah.
And that's what we can't lose. We can't do that. If there's a fault with this group of guys, they really want to please. They really do. And they're all trying really hard. And we've had one guy playing that finished games last year, one guy playing that was really playing that clutch time. And that's not an excuse, that's a fact. And the other guy's got to grow into that. And this is a process. We're not a one-hit wonder. We're not playing one game. It's not, you know, we got to get better every day at the things we do. And that's what we're working on.